Ain't pretty.
So today we've left Warrington and we've come to Chantilly to TC Feathers Aviary, where we're going to meet with owners Tammy Kramer and Carrie Morgan, and they have a beautiful bird store here with just about everything you'd need. Feed, toys, they board, they clip nails, but something that they've started to do on the side is to help some unwanted birds with adoptions. So we're going to be going inside and talking with both of them and meeting some feathered friends. So come join us. Okay, so what got you started in this? Because you started this, Carrie came on an avocation, vocation, avocation.
No, actually, I was 30 when I got my first bird. It was a cockatiel, and my husband at the time bought it for Valentine's.
Oh,
and I fell in love with her, and then I had to get one more because she needed company, and then I had to get one more. So I started out just breeding cockatiels for a few years, and then we expanded into this. And we worked out of our townhouse for 11 years. And then out of the other store for 6 years, and we've been here for 5 years now. So
a total of
long, 20?
Almost 20 years doing this.
Long time.
Good for you.
Yes.
No, I'm getting a really good sense in here, good feeling that both of you care a lot for these birds, and you're not going to let them go to a situation.
No, we have no problem.
You may have to keep expanding.
We have no problem saying, no, we don't think a bird is right for you. So make sure everybody is taken care of. But
so I'm trying to figure, it seems like you've got 4 or 5 dozen birds in here now, maybe more. Between all that we've seen today.
Yeah, and we have 2 breeding rooms in the back too, so we do some of our own breeding, so there's even more in the back in their private areas, so there's quite a few. It keeps us busy.
And when people are looking to buy a bird, obviously they could come here, but is it kind of an internet thing, or you go and search around?
The reason we're in a location like this, a warehouse, away from everything, is if somebody really wants a bird, they're going to have to go out and look for us.
I wondered, now that makes sense, because I have to say, when we drove in here, I was thinking, this seems a little, I don't know what an ideal location would be for
it. Is odd, but
I thought this is kind of in a different kind of business. It's like kind of a little interesting to find this bird place all of a sudden here.
Tucked in the back.
Tucked in the back.
There's no foot traffic. There's no impulse buys. There's no, people aren't just going to, we could be next to a grocery store doing their grocery shopping and then come in and say, oh, I want this bird. I have no clue what they're doing. So we want people to go out and research and find us. So you've really kind
of done this by design. That's very good.
Definitely.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we get a lot of the internet, a lot off the internet, but a lot of it is customers go on word of mouth and tell their neighbors.
And the thing is, it's not inexpensive. It's a commitment. It's a real commitment in terms of not only dollars, but attention and dedication to taking care of them. So you're doing everything on your end.
Yeah, it has to be a passion doing something like this, which it very much is for us. So
yeah. And they've got such a neat personality.
They do, don't they?
Very devoted to this.
Yeah, you have to be, unfortunately. There's only one way to go about it.
There's only one way. It's either all in or nothing. Okay, so have you worked with her this entire time, or?
No, I'm a retired police officer. I was with Fairfax County for many years.
Retired police officer?
Yeah, I took an early retirement.
That's amazing.
To come do this. So I've been here part-time for over 8 years.
And have you been a bird lover? You like birds, or you've learned to like birds?
I learned to like them. A guy I used to date, he actually got me into birds. This was like 9-10 years ago. So, and then we got a few of our own, and then I started working with Tammy part-time. And then when we moved to this location, the demand for help went up. So I ended up taking an early retirement. Coming here.
This is Dory and Charlie. Yeah, they're very cool. Very cool birds.
Yeah, they're very fun, very interesting.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
So this is Star. Now Star is, I have to get the exact age from Tammy, about 43. And she is a rescue. She was not well cared for most of her life.
Looks like she's been doing this feather.
And when she came to us, she was almost completely naked. So she's actually improved drastically, believe it or not. This is Fifi, her roommate, and Fifi does not pluck. Fifi belongs to my sister who's away at grad school. So
You are now entering the stretch area zone. Well, you wouldn't know it. I mean, but
So we do trim the feathers on the end of their wings very lightly. It's like a haircut. It doesn't harm them. It's not the skin or the bone or their actual wing. It's just the feathers. And that allows them to kind of coast around like an airplane is landing. But we couldn't have everybody doing circles. They would slam into things, get out the door. All sorts of things would go wrong. They'd all fight with each other. So this is Mr. Oink. And Mr. Oink is a rose-breasted cockatoo, also Australian, so a distant cousin of Fifi and Star. He's extremely friendly.
look at the beautiful color.
We call him Pink Chicken because he gets on the floor and walks around like a chicken.
Very elegant suit.
Oh, they're beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful. And age, how old is he?
He is 7.
7?
He turned 7 in March. And he'll
that's
live
still-
about
that's-
40 years.
I was going to say, so it's pretty.
He's still considered, I mean, he's an adult, but he's a young adult.
I'm fond of these guys because that's because one of them was letting me hold. Can't remember which one it was.
It was this one. Yeah, they're very well socialized, but they definitely, if you don't maintain that socialness, then they will become wild again. They'll lose that tameness, and then that's where you end up with the behavioral issues, and that's when you find people start giving them up. It's going to get really loud when we go back there. I'm warning you now.
All right.
I don't know how that's going to affect anything.
I don't know. Sorry, we'll have to deal with that. I'm wondering, do you have like little classes or do you do educational things?
We
with
do.
children?
We went to the Fairfax County Animal Shelter recently. We're actually going back in July. They have a humane camp that they do for children, school-age children. And we went and took several of our birds with us and talked to the kids about just general parrot care, how to handle birds, how to be respectful of a bird.
So I'm wondering if these birds are a good pet choice. I mean, because it seems like they're going to require maybe more care than say a puppy or a kitten or something.
They're really quite easy once you get the hang of it, but going in, initially can be a challenge, but that's why we do things like this and why we spend a great deal of time educating anybody who gets a bird from us, whether it's a baby or when they adopt, to make sure they're fully prepared for what they're getting into. And then we always offer unlimited, what I call technical support for anybody who takes a bird home. People call, email, Facebook all the time at all hours, and we're always, we offer help to people who don't buy birds from us. It doesn't matter. If you have a bird and you need help, we'll help you. That's just what we do. Because it's in the best interest of the birds, and that's what it's all about for us for the most part. We want to help people too, but the birds are the ones who really, need somebody on their behalf.
Well, let's take a look at some of these. Now, who can tell me about the adoption part? Because I know you guys do that too.
Yeah, either of us. We have a lot of.
How did that evolve that you started to adopt?
Well, what happens is that people, because parrots are so long-lived, people's lives tend to change over time, and so often people are not able to keep the birds for the whole span of their life. So we always let anybody know who buys a baby from us that they can always bring it back, and we will either find it a home, adopt it out, or we will let it stay here for the remainder of its life. And the circumstances vary, but more of the adoptions is people who arbitrarily call us, find us in Google, whatever, who have a bird, sometimes that they've inherited, that's old, birds that have behavioral issues, physical issues, those types of things that they can't care for, and they ask for our help.
Okay.
So we'll bring the birds in, even if they weren't from us originally. Most of the time they're not. They're birds that were bred, all over the country, sometimes ones that were wild caught. Like this young lady here, this is Penny.
Now, she looks like the same species.
She's the same as Alice. Yeah, they're actually probably sisters, or at least cousins, somewhere along the line. Most of our green wings have come from only a few pairs of adults.
I see.
Yeah, we're very careful where we get our babies. So a lot of them are related that we raise. Penny's one that we raised about 10 years ago, who came back to us recently because her mom had a baby and decided to give her up. So she got put on an airplane and sent back here from Washington State. But this is a retired bonded pair of breeding kikes,
Okay.
like Charlie and Dory. Also
And
retired
I
breeders.
see here that this is $1,000 for the pair.
Correct.
So they want to keep these together.
Yes, they are bonded like a husband and wife, and should never be split up until one dies.
And people who would appreciate birds would respect that. and
Most
not-
people would, and we make sure that we're comfortable that people understand that before we allow them to adopt them. And we ask very hefty adoption fees because in the bird world, what you'll find is people will go to Craigslist or they'll go wherever, and they will attempt to acquire birds very inexpensively or for free, and then they will resell them, which is extremely detrimental to the bird. And birds are, although they're pet, they're not objects, of course, we don't look at them that way, but some of these birds are very, in essence, very valuable.
Sure.
High risk of being stolen, that type of thing, and it happens all the time. Not to us, fortunately, we've been quite lucky. We haven't had anybody even try it, but it happens regularly in lots of bird stores and aviaries and things like that.
What?
Now this is Dookie. Dookie has an interesting story. Come on, Duke. So I will ask you not to get too close. She does not like men at all. Now this girl, she came to us from a customer of ours who adopted her in New Jersey. She was in a consignment store. Her owner had passed away, was in a nursing home, passed away. The family inherited her. They didn't want
So
her.
that can happen with some of these birds that live
yes.
a long time,
Oh,
that
yes.
they will outlive their owner.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And she's at least 20, maybe older. We don't actually know. You cannot tell age by looking at these birds, except if they're very young or if they're quite old.
And the older bird that you had back there, I could tell he looked. But some of these, I don't know how you would. It's not like they treat have rings or something.
Right, you really can't tell by looking at them. She likes to sing nursery rhymes. Will you sing your song? Come on. Sing. Old MacDonald. Come on. She'll do it. It just takes her a minute to learn it. This one's a fabulous cocker too, and if I take her up front, she'll do her whole spiel for you. She's very jealous of this one.
Oh, I see.
Because most of these guys only like me. And so if I'm holding one, the other ones all get mad. That's how this species is.
That's how it is with little kids.
It's exactly like that. Sing your song.
You're going to sing for us?
You want to dance? She's singing and you're not.
I'm singing. Still wild.
They are, and they're independent thinkers, and you can't have a bird in your life expecting it's just going to do what you want when you want to do it every time. It just doesn't work that way. And they just,
Okay, so Blackbeard the pirate. What kind of? He always had a parrot.
I believe that was an Amazon.
I was thinking.
These guys. Yeah, people think that these are the pirate birds, but they're not typically. Historically, it was Amazons.
Was the
Not
Amazon.
macaws.
Yeah.
I'm not an expert on pirate lore though, so I could be mistaken. But historically, if you look, if you do research about it, you're going to see usually these green guys, not the macaws.
Okay.
You're such a good boy. Have a kiss.
You gonna give a kiss?
Thank you.
So depending on their owners, they could pick up if the owner swears or does
Oh
something
yes,
like that.
we have some that will say things that are very inappropriate at times. We have a group of nuns that comes in to visit, and they're all really funny. They're all younger ladies and newer in the nun world, I guess you could say. But they're all very laid back. But this one gets on a spiel. She'll go, "Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god!" And every time she sees them, she says it, which is hysterical. And they think it's funny, you know. But we have some that live over there. That if anything falls on the floor, they go, you know, or they'll say. You know, and that's all stuff they've learned over the years, you know, from the people they lived with before.
Yeah.
Probably from us too at some point, you know. But yeah, they have exceptional memories.
So we have had a wonderful visit here today at TC Feathers Aviary in Chantilly. This is Charlie, and I know they like jewelry, but he's leaving it alone right now. So we've had a wonderful time, and this is a beautiful place, and the owners are very committed, very dedicated to what they're doing. So hope that you've enjoyed this visit today. We'll plan on others soon.
What are you doing? Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
See ya. Because she lost her home because of that racket.
Because of this.
But here she can be as loud as she wants and it doesn't matter. Unless somebody's trying to record something, in which case it could be problematic.